There are a few things you're going to want to know before moving to Dallas, Texas. I would think the pros and the cons would be some of those items. I've compiled the list and they're coming at you right now. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Missy with the Live in Dallas, Texas team. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. If you want to know what it's like to eat, live, sleep, and play, including the pros and the cons of living in Dallas, Texas, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so that you're notified every time there's a new video added to the channel. Honestly, we get calls, texts, and emails from people reaching out every single day about what it's like when they relocate to Dallas, Texas, and we absolutely love it. We love to share our knowledge about this town that we love so much, and we look forward to visiting with you. So reach out days, nights, and weekends too. We're here to help you, and we have your back when moving to Dallas, Texas. Okay, let's jump right in and talk about the pros and the cons of living in Dallas, Texas. I want to start with the cons first. So con number one would be the weather. But good news is it's also a pro. So the con related to weather. You guys, it's hot. 4 months out of the year, it's warm here. In excess of, 90 to 100, 102, and 3 on occasion during the summer months, with a relative amount of humidity. Not the most humid place in the world. We have other cities that are far more humid than Dallas, but a good fair amount of humidity. Now, if you look at all of us walking around the streets, you'll also tell, though, that we have pretty decent skin. And I think it is completely related to the amount of humidity that we have. But yeah, it can be warm in the summer. Now let's talk about the pro related to weather. There's 8 months out of the year where it is very mild temperatures. And I think that's a good trade. We never have to get out a snow shovel or a snow plow. That just doesn't happen here. So your winters, I think I own a coat. I'm not quite sure though. Typically a sweatshirt will take care of you all winter long. So weather, pro or con, just depends on your mindset. So I've called this home now for well over 50 years. And I think that the heat is, we complain about it every summer, but the reality is we all have air conditioning, which keeps us nice and cool. Okay, con number 2. This one I had to reach for, but it's still a thing, and that is our proximity to the beach. Yeah, there's not one around. So we have found another method, a couple other methods to stay, cool and wet in the summer. And one is going to be our lakes. We have a lot of man-made and natural lakes that you can get your boat out on and go for a ride on those warm summer days and get the breeze in your hair and, do a little relaxation, if you will, during those summer months, and drive a little bit further to get to the beach. The Gulf Coast is the closest to us, and there are some beaches in Texas, and then of course going towards Florida. So it's a little far from the ocean. Okay, let's look at con number 3. Con number 3 is going to have to deal with construction. So we are one of those states that have more people moving in than we have moving out. In fact, I think are still in the top 2 or 3 of most population gain, which is a good thing. We absolutely welcome everybody with open arms. With that, however, we have to stay up with construction. We need to build more houses and more places for people to live, and then more thoroughfares to get them from where they live to work and to conveniences like shops, schools, and hospitals. And so there will be a time or two where you get stuck behind a rock hauler, dirt truck, even the occasional tractor or piece of farm equipment. But it's just part of the progress. And if you get in on it and buy in the right area and you see the development coming in the near future, you stand to make a lot of money on equity as your home continues to appreciate. So con number 3, construction. Tagging on to con number 3 would be number 4, and it kind of goes hand in hand with construction. Anytime there is construction, you're going to have more road debris. So you will get that occasional nail in the tire. It's a small price to pay for the construction. It's just one of those little, if I had to make a list, that would fall on the cons list. Just make sure you get the warranty on your tires, and they'll get you a new one or get that one patched right up, which makes it a fairly minor inconvenience on con number 4. Now, as we head into con number 5, that's my last and final one, and that's going to be long road trips. So the state of Texas is huge. And if you're going to have a road trip instead of using other ways of transportation, just settle in for the long haul, because it's going to take you a few hours through cornfields and, tumbleweeds, you name it. You're going to see a lot of stretch of highway in Texas before you even get out of the state on your way to another place. So con number 5 and the final one is long road trips. Okay, switching gears, let's talk about the pros of living in Dallas, Texas. And the number 1 has to be the people. We are a melting pot of people from all over. Now, I happen to be one of the remaining natives, so this has been home for me forever, and I absolutely love it. But I wouldn't know if someone came in from, or was a native, or if they came in from some other place, because of just the welcoming attitude that we have here. And that's great, right? When you're looking or thinking about relocating to Dallas, Texas, you don't want to stick out like a sore thumb. Well, maybe you do, but you really want an easy transition, and the people here couldn't make it any easier for you to feel at home or like you've been around as long as I have. You know, funny story, the neighborhood that I chose to live in is very community oriented, and people, again, from all walks of life and all parts of the 50 states and beyond. And one Friday a month, we have concerts in the garden. So there's a certain place in the neighborhood that we all get together. A local band comes and takes the stage, and you can see hundreds of people sitting out on the lawn, either on their picnic blanket, having, dinner that evening, or in their lawn chairs. And you're just a real sense of community of chatting about your week, about your summer, about your fall, what you have planned the next coming few days ahead. And it's just a great way to meet your neighbors and feel a part of something bigger. So the people absolutely in at number 1 for the pros when living in Dallas, Texas. Okay, that leads us to pro number 2, which is going to be business. It is a fantastic place to work. And that's evidenced not only by the number of people that are moving into our area, but also with the national headquarters that have relocated over the last 5 years. So you might have heard Toyota has relocated their national headquarters from California to the great state of Texas. And not only did they choose Texas, but they chose Plano, Texas, which is a phenomenal city outside of Dallas, just north, where they have built a beautiful facility, and it's caused other businesses that wanted to be near Toyota to relocate here as well. The PGA is another one. They relocated their national headquarters from Florida to Texas. So the state and the cities right around Dallas has made it very affordable. Our low cost of living, as well as tax incentives to get these national headquarters and big businesses to relocate here right in our back door. So that is an absolute gold mine when it comes to employment here. We have a very low amount or percentage of unemployment here, which makes earning a living great, which hopefully will ease the stress of living here and relocating to Dallas, a concern of the past. So business in at number 2. All right, number 3, when we're talking about pros of living in Dallas, is going to be the ease of transportation in regards to airports. So we have not only 1, but 2 airports. We have Dallas-Fort Worth International and Love Field. Dallas-Fort Worth International, or DFW, we lovingly call it here, the airport, will take you anywhere coast to coast and globally that you want to go. Lots of non-stops and easy to get around. It's one of the easiest airports to get from terminal to terminal, and it's got lounges, It has lots of great places to sit. It's gone through some remodels over the years, so it's absolutely a beautiful airport. And the convenience. So we're right here in the middle. And so you can get within about a 3-hour flight anywhere you'd like to go, including Mexico. So for those who want to get away on a summer vacation or even a winter vacation, anything is possible within a few hours from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Pro number 4, entertainment. You cannot say that you are bored here. We have so many things from major sports teams to concerts, exhibits, museums, food and wine events, restaurants that are 5-star, Michelin-rated restaurants. There's just too many things to do here to ever be bored. I'm looking at our schedule coming up this fall, and every single weekend we have a concert or a festival on the books. So it's a perfect time of year in the fall here. Spring is lovely as well. But the major venues that we have are top notch. In the Fort Worth side of town, we have Dickies Arena and the Bass Hall. Over on the Dallas side, we have American Airlines Center and the Star. And in Arlington, we have what we call Jerry World or AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play. So we have it all. I know for a fact that the Dallas Cowboys is near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. I think it's still number 1 as far as most profitable sports team and franchise. Well, you've got the Star, which is where they practice all their materials. You've got the games at AT&T Stadium. If Cowboys and the football's not your thing, we've got the Stars, our hockey team here that play out of Frisco, Texas. We also have the Rangers. If you're a baseball fan, they play in Arlington. We also have soccer. So you name the sport and we have it here. Now let's talk about concerts. That's our thing. So concerts, whether you're into country, pop, alternative, old school, it's here. If you're looking for a singer-songwriter or you're looking for the most well-known player out there, they all come to Dallas. You can't have a major concert circuit going on where they don't have a stop somewhere near Dallas, Texas, because we just have a bunch of music fans and fantastic facilities to have them at. Museums. Whether you're in the Fort Worth or the Dallas side, you're going to have all kinds of things from still art to modern art to, the classics. We have that here, and they always do revolving or exhibition shows that will come on a circuit and come by as well. So you cannot be bored. Oh, and I forgot the food. Oh my gosh. We're like a foodie capital here. So we have a lot of Michelin star restaurants all the way down to the local mom and pop and everything in between. So if chain isn't your thing, don't worry about it. We have people that are right here in your back door that are just restaurateurs, making sure that the local citizens of Dallas, Texas are eating well in the neighborhood. So don't worry about that. We've got it all covered. Rounding out my list at pro number 5 is going to be housing, of course. That is something I can talk about. So with the housing, do you want something that's large? Do you want something that's small? Are you looking for a high rise, a condo, a townhouse, a single family on acreage, or one that's in a neighborhood? We can find it for you. There is a neighborhood, there is an area or a part of town that meets all of those wishes and wants. The neighborhoods, if that is what you're looking for because you're new to the area, you can find neighborhoods that have hiking trails, biking trails, schools in the neighborhood. They have the concerts, as I mentioned earlier, in my neighborhood. Restaurants, community pools. If you move into a house that doesn't have a pool and you're thinking about possibly buying one, then you can try the community pool and see if you would use it during the summer to take a respite from the heat. So it is absolutely the world is your oyster. Not only that, you don't have to purchase or put your kids in private schools. Public schools here are phenomenal, and it's part of your taxes that you pay to live in the neighborhood that you choose. So there's no extra expense to go to the top-rated public schools. And going right in hand with all of that, the maximum choices, the excellent schools, is going to be your appreciation. Our houses here on a regular year, that's not post-COVID, you're looking at 5 to 7% year-over-year appreciation. That's great. In itself, it's great. But right now, we're seeing far more appreciation than that because of the demand on housing and because of all you fine folks that are moving to our area. So you can get in and make a great investment into housing and make yourself some money. Not only that, your choices of construction. We talked about the different types of housing, but now you can talk about, you can get one that is more historic, or you can get one that's brand new. We have plenty of opportunities in both categories right now, and they both have their pros and their cons. New construction right now, that is what a lot of people are looking for because they're new. They're going to have a brand new roof. They're going to have a brand new foundation. Oh, by the way, we do postage and slabs here for the most part on our foundation, so that's good. It's nice and stable for you. But also anything from wall to wall and floor to ceiling are going to contain at least a 1 year's warranty on it, and then you can extend it past that. So it's good peace of mind. It's also very green friendly. It's going to be very good on your cost of utility bills because everything is new and it has to be built to code and have all those R factors. So keep those utility bills as low as possible. So doesn't matter what you're looking for. You let me know. I can find it. We can go out and explore. But housing options, that's absolutely a pro in the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. And it's still, if you're looking at cost of living, we are still below the national average in the United States. So it's a win-win in my book as far as housing is concerned. I hope you've enjoyed this insider's view of the pros and cons when moving to Dallas, Texas. Again, those pros are absolutely worth moving here for. We've got excellent weather and people and business, entertainment, schools, and neighborhoods for you to live in and for you to choose from. And we hope to see you here very soon. As you do your research on the pros and cons of moving to Dallas, Fort Worth, and all of the other research that you do in making a move such as this, let me just tell you, this place is huge. But have no fear. My team and I can help you with that transition. All we really need are a few things that you like and a few things that you don't like, where you're going to work, or if you have the possibility of working from home. What do you like to do? What are your wishes and your wants, and what's going to make your heart go pitter-patter when you move here to Dallas-Fort Worth? We've got you. So make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell so you're notified every single time that there's a new video on our channel, as well as reach out. Reach out via phone, via text, via email. That way we know how to help you. We've got your back when moving to Dallas, Texas, and we would love nothing more. So reach out and we've got your back. Again, nights, days, and weekends. We'll see you soon.